Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to the Sewing and Reaping YouTube channel. So what I want to do for this particular show is obviously I want to answer questions regarding Shanny and Rev, and I'm going to be somebody in the chat was asking what does it mean for me to be more what did he say here? They wanted to know what did it mean to be more upfront, meaning I'm going to be blunt about my answers and I'm going to actually answer them. I'm not going to try to beat around the bush depending on what I'm asked. So just to warm everybody up, and let's get a bigger crowd than 15 people here. I got something I want you guys to watch. Some of you have seen it, some of you probably didn't. I don't know, but it's about Shanny. So let's take a look at it, and then after we do that, we're gonna get into the actual show. All right. So let me just cut my camera off for a moment.
See, I said I wasn't done with Fiona, but I'll just speak right here because, I really don't have time
I said I wasn't done with
my
Fiona,
camera. I'm trying to get ready.
I'll just speak right
and
here.
all, but Fiona admits I can give the receipts.
I really don't have time.
I
said I wasn't done with
my
Fiona.
camera. I'm trying to get ready.
I'll just speak right
and all,
here.
but Fiona admits I can.
I apologize about that. I forgot to mute the YouTube. So let's go back to it again.
Goose G-Man because it was having fun. It was having laughs. I used the phrase in feeling up. Now, I'm just trying to wonder, Fiona. Like serious dear, what part of grabbing someone by the butt isn't considered feeling up? And why do you think it's appropriate to meet someone for the first time and grab their ass? Was it because you were like, oh, I'm in America now, this is what Americans do? No. See, if the roles were changed, and if it was a man grabbing your ass, that would be considered sexual harassment, possibly sexual assault. But see, since you have it in your head that it's okay to go and touch a man by the butt that you don't really know because it's fun, what are you trying to advocate? That touching someone when they told you no? There's very specific, and I want a Christian to go and show this, by the way. Just pick up the video where G-Man meets all of them. And you can see specifically her grabbing G-Man by the ass. And G-Man saying, no, Fiona, quit. And she continues on to do it again and again and again because it's fun, right? It's fun sexually harassing people, right? Of course, since it's a man, I guess it's okay to do such things, especially since it's a Christian man you've ridiculed and mocked for years. But, Fiona, you can go use your little word game and say, oh, I was just doing it for the laughs. Well, see, there's a man called Donald Trump, and he made a joke about something very similar. And he got the ring around for that. But it was wrong for Donald Trump because he has a penis. It's okay for you because you have a vagina, right?
Oh man, the good old days, the good old days, the good old days. Again, everyone, hello, welcome to the Sewing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today, I'm going to be here today. We're going to answer some questions regarding Shanny for Christ and Revelation News. In the past, when you guys used to ask me questions about them, I was a little bit, I think I was a bit of a jerk when I attempted to answer questions. I made you guys pay for it. Now this is going to be 100% free. And I also want to let you guys know that I told Rev that I was going to do a show like this today. I think he kind of knew too because he subscribed to the channel. And I gave them permission to do the same thing regarding me, because let's just face it, out of everyone in this community, besides Evangelist Ken, if we're talking about YouTubers, they have spent the most amount of time around me. The only person that's been around me more is Evangelist Ken, because that's my brother from another mother. But Shanny and Rev have learned several things about me, and I gave them permission to talk about it on their YouTube channels whenever they want. So if they choose to do a Q&A about that, then I have no problem with that. But this is what we're gonna do. I'll take your questions in the live chat. I'll post it so everybody can see it, and then I'll do my best to answer the question. If you see me pausing to think about it, probably means I either don't want to answer it, or I'm trying to figure out how to word what I'm going to say when I put it out there. Because, like I said, this is going to be a pretty unique show because you're not used to seeing me like this. You'll see what I mean soon enough. And of course, I expect the no life having community that spend their time talking about other people instead of worrying about their own lives to twist and turn everything that's being said. But for all they know, that's what I want. So let's get into this here. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start from where it says StreamYard and where I left the comment there where it says this will be a little different. I'll be more upfront with answering questions. So this is the one I'm starting with. Now, after I go into that, there's Mr. Pluto the dog. So I'm going to go to that one. Then after that one, I'm going to go to the next one, even if they're not questions, just so that people can see I'm being genuine and sincere. Now, I do want to say this, though. You start asking me questions like what color her underwear is, and start asking me, does she use Downy, or whether or not she used, something like that. Please understand, I'm going to go to the next question, because at that point, I think you're wasting my time. All right. If you got real questions, I'll answer them. I will definitely cooperate today. And I don't think they'll have a problem with it. I know what to get into and what to call them up and get their permission for. So let me get into this here. So Mr. Poodle Dog is next. It says, what does more upfront mean in the world of G-Man? Direct, responsive to the question, not a deflection, or will it be more of the same disingenuous non-response you generally give? I won't even dignify that stupidity with an answer. Next one. The Lubis. Hey, where is my comment? I put this here. I can see it. And that's about time when I got live. Then the Lubis said nice. Then the Lubis said, will you be talking about other stuff too? And of course I said, not sure yet, which is right underneath that. Now let's get to the actual questions, because Tito Canoe says, let's do this. I figured you guys would just start posting questions like crazy. The only reason I'm going to even put this on the screen for people to see this is because I said I was going to try to be serious about this, so that when I start ignoring the trolls, people will understand why. So a lot of you are going to be negatively affected because of stuff like this. When are you evicting them? Not going to. Have you shut off their Wi-Fi yet? Why would I want to do that? No. That's the answer to your question. Let me see something here. Hi, G-Man. I'm new here. Okay, great. Well, welcome to the Sewing and Reaping YouTube channel. Let me know when you guys want me to just deal with the questions and stop dealing with these other things. They ain't got nothing to do with any of these things. Tito Canoe. Who decided not to bail? Okay, now this is a good question here. Who decided not to bail out Rev? Okay, so I've been paying attention to the community and listening to what you guys know and clearly what you guys don't know regarding him being locked up and him getting bailed out. To be 100% transparent, a member of his family. Well, first I attempted to go down there and bail him out with my own personal money, but it turned out that I didn't have enough. So the uncle was going to be the one that was going to do it. He was the relative, and he gave X amount of dollars to get him bailed out. Now I assumed that there was going to be a fee on top of it, and apparently I was wrong about that. There wasn't a fee. At least I don't think it was. If there was, I just don't remember. I don't think it was a fee. But this is what happened. I went down there. I had the money, and I was going to go and bail him out. I don't even think Rev knows this because I don't remember even telling him. I think Shanny might have told him. But I went down there to bail him out, but they told me that I had to guarantee that he was going to show up at court. And mind you, I know nothing about this process or whatever, but they were saying that I was going to have to pay the full amount of money that it was going to cost to bail him out and everything and whatnot, and then I could potentially get in trouble and all these other. I was like, what? And I decided not to do it. I decided not to do it because of all the risk that was involved in it. Hopefully that answers your question. But I didn't decide not to do it. It's just it was too much to put on myself to do that. Shout out to Fundy Archive. Actually, I just came from your YouTube channel. I was looking at the one, and I know who that is, by the way. That's Glute. You know, but he got the clip from where Sabella. Although I am curious to who she was threatening when she did the whole knife thingy and whatnot. So anyway, next one. Lubis, don't worry. You know he won't let me talk. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, we're gonna start skipping some of these. We're gonna get to the question here. What I'll do is I'll show you guys what you're saying, provided it doesn't violate TOS or whatever. Anyway, that. Somebody wants me to cut their internet. The answer is no. And why would you want me to do something like that? They pay their own bill. I don't pay that. They paid. To tell you the truth, come to think about it, I don't remember the last time I did that, to be perfectly honest. Let me see. I think they've been going strong for at least 4 months now, I think. 4 or 5 months. Let me see something here. Okay, if I'm not answering anything, there's no questions here. This is going to be a very quick video I see here today, huh? Let's get to the answering questions, please. I'm trying to. I don't see any questions here. I'm being 100% honest. I'm going to answer questions. And if you don't take advantage of this today, you're never going to get any answers out of me after today. You better take full advantage of this. Here's an interesting question. Sowing and reaping. Is it true that Shanny's bra smells like cat pee? I don't know. I haven't smelled her bras. Are you talking about with them being there now? I've never smelled her bra. I don't know. Just keeping it real. I don't know. Wait. Let's see. Movie. So we are supposed to believe Shanny's. So we are supposed to believe Shanny's lying self. I honestly don't know what you mean by that. I'm trying to come to you guys and answer your questions, and you guys are just saying foolishness in here. Oh, okay. I went backwards. That has to do. Okay. So the video that we just got finished watching. No, this is what happened, my friend. I met Fiona in person. Fiona did grab my butt, and it wasn't just my butt. She grabbed JD Kane's butt, Redline's butt. She grabbed how can I put this? A certain member of the reaction community's butt. Y'all should know who that is by now. She grabbed Nate the lawyer's butt. And every other guy that was there. I don't remember everybody. I think it was the guy his name begins with a V, I think. But he grabbed his butt too. And it was a lot of butt to grab. I assure you of that. Let me see something here. They want to know if I shut her off. Why would I want to do that? No, I didn't. They pay their own bill. Why would I do that? Here we go. This is the stuff that I wanted to get to. How do you feel about supporting them to include their bad habits? Okay, so let's deal with the first part of this one. He says, how do you feel about supporting them? If you're referring to helping them buy groceries, which I have done, pay for internet, so when I was doing that, just helping them with the bare essentials, let's just call it that. I got no issue with that. I'm a Christian. Christ commands us to do these things. Now, as far as their bad habits go, I don't think I support their bad habits. I think I'm a little bit more patient than some people, but support their bad habits, I do not. I need you to be a little bit more specific about what you mean by their bad habits, if you don't mind, since I'm trying to be open and answer your questions, okay? Because this stream right here, I think, is going to prove why I'm justified for not even talking to you guys sometimes. Because when I try to answer your questions, look how you guys behave. Yes, Fiona was grabbing us by our Kit Kat. She did it to me on numerous occasions. She did it to me live on TST, and it was very annoying. Okay. If we was at work, that would be sexual harassment. But I think Fiona came all the way down from her country and came down here, and I think she was just trying to have fun. So I kind of like pushed that away, and I only use that intro to show people that that Shanny is very capable of making videos where she can be rational and logical in the things that she's saying, because what she's saying in the video is true. What she's saying in the video is true. Not to mention, Fiona's married. She ain't got no business grabbing nobody's butt. All right. Oh, here we go. Did you pay for his new driver's license? No, I don't think I did. No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. No, I don't even know. I didn't even know he needed a new one. All right. Somebody's telling me to get to the point. Let's see what the other comments are. Okay. Oh, brother, I skipped all of these things. Hold on. Oh, Rev's here. Okay, if that's him. Okay, here we go. Okay, so when are you going to talk about the child abuse? Okay, here we go right here. Okay, when are you going to talk about the child abuse and recent racism? Oh, this is a good one. This is one of the other ones I wanted to get to. So let's talk about the first part of this one, and there's child abuse. Listen, guys, you guys got to understand something here, all right? I am friends with Shanny and Rev, okay? I'm not Shanny's boyfriend, okay? I'm not her daddy. I'm not her mommy, okay? I am not Rev's daddy, and I am not Rev's mommy, all right? I am not their overlord, if you will. When something goes on in their home, like what recently happened, that's really none of my business. There are limitations to when I talk about something and when I don't. Okay, but I will tell you this. When I heard about it, and I think both Shanny and Rev will back me up on this, I was not happy about hearing about it. I wasn't happy about it, and I'm not gonna lie. I was just gonna I was just gonna support Shanny and Shanny only after that. That's what I was gonna do. I was just only gonna support her, and then that was it. I was not happy about hearing about that at all. I've been around her kids. They're good kids. The older one is pretty smart. The younger one is playful, extremely playful. And I can tell you this, Shanny cares about her kids. I can tell you that. I know a lot of you don't believe that, but that woman's pretty protective. I can tell you some stories. She's pretty protective about her children. I can tell you that right now. Let me see something here. So you guys are talking about the child abuse. Okay, and recent racism. Now, while I don't know what you guys are talking about as far as recent racism, because I don't pay attention to everything that they do on their channels. I don't even know if Shanny has a channel. I know Rev has one. It's called The Real Revelation News. If Shanny has a channel, I don't know what it is yet. I'm sure one of you will let me know. But I know she was on Twitch. But I noticed that when, and I'm just going to be blunt about this because they know how I feel about this. that when anybody attempts to harm Rev or Shanny, and I said this to their face, okay? That when anybody, when they feel threatened, when they feel like people are coming at them, they are going to try to say the most hurtful thing they can say to a person at any given minute. Rev has a temper problem. He's not exaggerating about that. In fact, I find it kind of funny because me and him have a lot in common. We're going to get to that a little bit later if you guys want to know about that. I have a lot in common with him. But when they get angry, they tend to say the most hurtful stuff that a person could possibly say because they're hurting inside. They feel like people are attacking them, so they're going after them. Now, me being a black man living in the United States, I don't like those words. So let's just keep it real. I don't like those words. But after being around them for a little bit, I can at least understand on why they're doing it. It's not acceptable. It should not be accepted. It should not be done. They need to stop doing it. Okay? But I do understand them a lot better now in terms of why they lash out the way they do. And Rev and Shanny are really cool people to hang around when they're not upset and they're not angry about what's going on YouTube. And we'll get to that in this stream because I'm going to talk a lot about them. And I think some of you are listening to the wrong people since I'm around them the most out of any of you. Most of you have never met them. And I'm just keeping it real. You only know what you hear on the reaction channels. I'm with these people a lot. All right. So anyway, next question. This is an interesting one. Who's the better Christian, Chris or Rev? They're really going to put me on a spot with this. All right, so let me put it to you this way. Rev cusses, Chris cusses, right? Chris smokes cigarettes, Rev smokes cigarettes. I'm not answering that question. That's not my job to do. Why don't you go ask Veckel or somebody or one of those guys? They're probably going to tell you there's no such thing as who is a better Christian. I don't think that's a real statement. You want to rephrase that, then we can probably answer it then. Revelation News says, love you, bro. Love you too, man. Love you too. If that's the real Rev. Rev, if that's the real you, please text me on my phone and let me know that that's really you because I don't know if this is a fake account or not. You have my phone number, so you can do that. This is not a question about Rev and Shanny. Is Fiona still around? Haven't seen her on YouTube for years. I hope she's okay. As annoying as Fiona is, and as much as I disagree with her, when I did meet her in person, I was rather protective of her. I hope that she's okay. And we'll get her annoying butt back on YouTube sometime in the future. But she is a real pain in my butt. I will say that. I know she's at home saying, oh, he does love me. Anyway. Okay, so this one right here is why do you continue to facilitate and enable the physical and psychological and sexual abuse Rev is currently undergoing? He is a mentally ill, psychological, ill, vulnerable individual. Michael, are you a doctor? That's my question for you. Like, are you an MD? To be making diagnoses like that on there. I've been around him. You're saying that I'm enabling the physical and psycho. First of all, how am I enabling them? I need you to be a little bit more specific and then repost this question. I don't believe I'm enabling anything, especially psychological and physical and sexual abuse. How am I enabling that? What do you think I'm in their bedroom and pushing them together or something? I don't know what you mean by that. I need you to be a little bit more specific. That sounds like like you're assuming something is true instead of actually asking me and getting down to the bottom of something. Isn't that the exact same thing you do? Nope. I'm confused. I bet you are. Let me see something here. Michael Deaton, comment signs from the PA Adult Protective Services website of abuse. That's not a question, sir. So I'm going to be ignoring you for a little bit until you actually have a question for me. No, Rev is saying in no way is Shanny abusing me. Okay. Now let's see something here. Michael Deaton says, common signs of abuse. Okay, so that's not a question. Do you have any questions, Michael Deaton? That is not a question. Okay, ask a question. It's a statement. Okay. Here's a question right here. This is an interesting one. See, these are the ones I'm looking for. Honestly, do you think they are good parents because CPS disagrees? This is going to take me a little bit of time to answer this question. So the short answer is, I believe that they, well, who am I comparing them with? Do I get to go by my personal opinion? Do I go by y'all's personal opinion on whether or not I think they're good parents? Because I have a different definition for good than what you guys are working with. I use the Bible and you guys use secular morality, so it's kind of hard to answer this. But I'm going to do it anyway. As I said, I was going to be blunt about this stuff. I think for the most part, they provide their children. Well, first of all, you got to understand something. When Rev was financially independent, because that's exactly what he was at one time. He was financially independent. When he was financially independent, these kids were getting things you guys don't even have. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Like, some of their toys cost more than most of the stuff in my room right now. You know what I mean? I remember asking one of them, how much you pay for this? I was like, what? You know what I mean? So he took very good care of them. They're eating. They have clothes on their back. They have a roof over their head. And those are the key essentials. If you're asking me in that sense, do they eat, have a roof over their head, and eating, have a roof over their head, and having clothes on their back, then obviously, yes, they're good parents in that sense. I don't believe either one of them are going to win Parents of the Year regarding their children. But then again, I feel that way with a lot of people. But for the most part, those kids had pretty much what they wanted, I think. I think with Rev's issues, he would say things, I think, that wasn't appropriate when it came to them at times. And I know me personally, Rev will tell you this, because I do get on their nerves sometimes, is that when I've been around Rev, I was like, Rev, that's not the way to deal with them. Watch this. And then I would show him how to be a little bit more effective. I would do the same thing with Shanny. I'll give you a recent example. One of them wasn't behaving, and that's as far as I'm going with that, because that goes into really personal information that I'm not getting on here talking about, because that would be disrespectful to Shanny, and I'm not going to do that. But one of them was being bad. I'll put it to you that way. And Rev wasn't there. So what I did was I went in the room, I unplugged the laptop, and I gave it to Shanny. I said, that's how you deal with him. When he behaves, give him back his laptop. I am not their daddy. I am not their guardian or anything like that. But I've been around children enough to know how to properly discipline them. So that was an example of when Rev wasn't there. When Rev was there and he got frustrated with something, it was another example of me just going in the room and saying, you're not going to get this today. Even though I promised it, you're not going to get it. And they say, why? Because you didn't do what your father told you to do. End of story. There's no abuse there. There's no verbal abuse there. And I was calm. I've also been angry around kids you guys know nothing about, that Shanny and Rev don't even know about. So I handle things a little bit differently when I'm around children. I'm pretty good with them. So for the most part, I believe that Shanny and Rev provides them for what they need. Like I said, they got things I wish I had. Just saying. But in no way. Oh, and by the way, the second part of this is because CPS disagrees. Well, let's be honest about something here, guys. Especially when they first came to Pennsylvania, you guys told some pretty big lies about those guys, about what they were doing, especially when Rev was in the first place that he was in. When I was physically there, you know what I mean? And you guys called CPS and had CPS thinking it wasn't eating. Like I said, all you guys can see is what's on the screen. You have no idea what's going on over there, what's going on over there, or what's going on in another state or whatever. You guys don't really know. Okay. They was first of all, I can't forcibly feed them. I've asked them on multiple occasions, are you hungry? Because I paid for all that. And I was like, no. Correction. I paid for some of it. Shanny paid for the other half of it. In this case, no, I have to correct myself on that. Shanny paid for half of it, and I paid for half of it. And I can't force them to eat. So I gave them some food, and I said, if you want some more, just come in and take it. You don't got to ask me. And it took them a little while to get comfortable with that with me when they first met me. But you guys told the CPS that they wasn't eating. So literally, when CPS walked in the door, they're and that's when I lost all respect for the internet after that. Or all respect for you guys. Don't sit there and call these people saying that they're not eating. And then the moment they're walking in the house, they're eating. I'm not saying that they were eating what we were eating, but they were eating something. All right. So cut the baloney. Okay, we know that you guys are calling CPS under false pretenses. All right. Now, when you guys call them for real stuff, we can talk about that depending on the question. All right. Go away, Monty. Not going to deal with that. Let me see something here. Here's a fair question. Like I said, the fair questions I'm going to put up here. Why don't you be more upfront about condemning the child abuse? Number one, you guys don't know what I say to them when I'm in their presence. Here's a question that you can go directly to Rev with. Okay. You all see my personality here on here. A lot of you don't believe me when I say I'm like this 24/7. A lot of you don't believe that. Go ask Rev, am I this way 24/7? Go ask him. All right. I've said things to Rev and to Shanny regarding them, but there's only so much I can say. They are not my children. They know how I feel about that, but they also know how I feel about discipline. And you might be shocked when you hear what they got to say regarding it. Go to their YouTube channels and ask them and say, G-Man said that he has some interesting views about about discipline. Why don't you go find out about that? All right. But as far as me condoning anything that he did to one of those kids, no, I don't condone it. I don't condone it. He had no excuse for it. And I'll leave it at that. Okay. We know that she don't use Downy. But she does use fabric softener. Just saying. Is their house condemned? I don't understand the question. Please rephrase the question because I don't understand that one. How? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Can you please re-ask that question, okay? And I'll answer it. Okay, so we got Dr. Michael Deaton here, who's not a doctor, still making medical diagnoses here. So I'm not gonna do that. Revelation News says, I support you 100%, G. Praise God for that, bro. Thank you. Okay, so oh, so you need your master's permission to talk about the child. You know what? If I'm ever depressed and need to get my laugh on, I'm just gonna come on YouTube and just read the comments because you guys got some jokes. Rev and Shanny does not present themselves as my quote unquote masters. I look at them as being friends who are in need right now. And I'm one of the few people in their lives right now that is actually helping them get through their things right now. So, and I'm going to help them in a very big way that you guys ain't going to know nothing about. I promise you. But I don't need their permission. Prince of Darkness, if I knew your name, where you lived, and all of your personal information, do you think that I would need your permission to share that on the internet? It's common courtesy. I know a lot of you still live in your mother's basements and don't have no people skills, but if you actually learn how to have people skills and conversate, you might get actual information that's actually true. Because what you're getting on these other channels is a bunch of malarkey. I'm just keeping it real. I can sit there and review their videos for the next 2 years, and you will not find any accurate information on it. I can correct all of that garbage that they say on their channels. I refuse not to because I enjoy laughing at them. Let me see something here. I will be doing one of these on G-Man on my channel. Praise God, man. You got my permission. Let these people know how I am, because these people, and I mean, let them know how I am. You know, our differences and everything and whatnot, because these people need to get a clue. They really do. Yeah, no problem, Rev. No problem. But like I said, if you guys want to help Rev, stop making them angry on YouTube on purpose for your own personal entertainment. That would go a long way. G-Man, are you sad that you are this desperate for subs? What's today? Today is Friday. Monday was a G podcast. I was on somebody else's YouTube channel. You got to understand a couple of things. Happy Jesus 123. Number one, I don't get a dime for doing any of this. My channel's not monetized. So if I had 1 sub or if I had 1 million subs, one thing I notice about you guys are going to watch me regardless. Doesn't matter how many subs I have. You know what I mean? So that's number one. Number two, let's say I had 45,000 subscribers. What's the difference between that and 200 and whatever subscribers I got on this channel right now? Just keeping it real. What's the difference? You guys still going to come to the channel and troll me. I just got more trolls coming over. Sometimes not having something is a blessing. And I'm going to say this again. Okay? Sometimes not having something is a blessing. Because on GTV, I tried to get people to unsub. I had people coming on my channel, and I didn't know who these people were. And it drove me crazy. You don't believe me? Ask GP one day. It drove me crazy. I was trying to do everything I could to get these people to stop watching me, and they wouldn't do it. So I talked about evolution. More people came. So again, I don't do this for money. I work. I bust my black behind. I work. I'm a working man. I know you guys don't know nothing about that. I work. Then I take what God gives me and I go out there and I try to help other people and pay my bills. The end. But subscribers don't pay the bills. I'm sorry, they don't. These views on YouTube don't pay the bills. I have to actually go out there and work. I don't know how you guys live off these little $1 super chats and all this other stuff and whatnot. Please. No. I have to actually go out there and work. I have to work. I'm working tomorrow. I'm going to be working on work. And then I'm going to go meet those guys. I'm going to bless them. And I'm going to go about my business. And I got no problem coming on here saying I'm going to bless Shanny and REV. They're going to be very happy when they see me tomorrow. I assure you. They won't be thinking about you guys. That's for sure. How did you feel when you heard about the child abuse incident? I was angry when I heard it. I was upset. And I felt bad for Shanny and I felt bad for the kids. And I spoke to Shanny and she didn't want him to come back there. I supported it. And that was it. Most of you know the rest regarding that situation or whatever. But no, I didn't support it. But yelling right now and getting upset right now ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't gonna do nothing. But you can ask Shanny how I reacted when I heard about it, because I wasn't happy at all. I was not happy at all. And it's kind of hard to have an opinion regarding that, in the sense that I know them both. I know what sets Rev off a lot better than a lot of you do. And then like I said, hearing about it and then hearing about what happened to him, and then knowing that she was there alone, she's barely mobile. You know what I mean? The whole situation was just tough. But I was not happy about the child abuse at all. None whatsoever. Yeah, because there was a risk involved that I might have to be responsible if he didn't go to court. And like I said, I didn't notice that that if he didn't go to court, I would have to pay the full amount of which I wasn't trying to hear, especially when I heard how much it was. I was like, how much is it? I said, wait a minute, what happened to the 10%? Well, you got to go to the Bell's bondsman. You know what I mean? I went there and then he told me that it wasn't even a guarantee. They had to check my credit. What? It was just ridiculous. Here's a good one. Are you helping? Oh, God, I wish I could talk about this. Rev, can I have permission? Oh, God. Rev, oh, Lord. I'll tell you what I'll do. Watch his YouTube channel. Rev, you have my permission, man. You got my permission. Tell them. Tell them about this issue. They're asking me, are you helping him find? Are you helping Rev find a job? Rev, when you do your show, please let them know in detail about that topic. Because like I said, these people on YouTube don't know nothing. You guys just don't know. Anyway, he is presently working for me right now. What he's doing and what Shanny's doing for me right now, I want private. I don't want them talking about it. I don't want them sharing with nobody. And if I find out, they will not receive anything from me. But they are working to a certain degree for me. But have I tried to help them find a job? Please. Yes, I have. All right. That was one of my first goals and missions. You guys are funny. Oh, let me read this in dramatic fashion. You do know if the city finds out that house isn't up to code, you will go to jail. How many of you know how that place actually looked when I first got it? It's out of curiosity. Because the level of stupid that I hear on YouTube is just crazy. Let me bring you guys up to date on a few things. Oh, God. And I actually heard that some of you was in Pennsylvania at that particular time. You should have seen me walking around Pennsylvania with this huge sledgehammer just looking for you guys. Psych, I wasn't doing that, but don't let me see you guys, especially certain parts of you guys. Don't let me see you. Don't let me see you. But anyway, the place looks very different right now. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I don't know if you'll see it on Google Earth if you actually look on it, but let me show you something here. Give you a little hint. Actually, that's not a real good picture. Hold on. If the building is not up to code. You losers don't know nothing about nothing. Let me get this picture from because I should have downloaded this picture to my phone. Contractor that was working for me. Let me show you guys the new and improved. Okay, so I got to figure out how to do this without letting you guys see this here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it ain't the same house. All right. Not only have I brought it up to date, I have increased the value on that place big time. If the place ain't up to code, you do understand they're going to throw you in jail. You do understand that if you don't mind your business, I'm going to sue you, right? For saying stupid stuff on the internet, right? I'm just saying, I'm trying to be an open book and you guys still lie. My goodness. Atheism 101. Make sure you tell lies. Never tell the truth. Give me a break. Anyway, oh, here we go. This is an interesting one. Why do you say that they are married when they are not? Well, according to the state, they are not married. But. I don't know how now, mind you, I am a little ignorant to this. This is a Bible topic that I'm quite ignorant to. Not as much as some people might think I am, but they're together. They're not seeing anybody else. They've been together for, let me see something here. 18, 19. I think they've been together for 6 or 7 years. I believe that they would be considered common law by now, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong about that, please educate me because I don't know. I think they would be considered common law. But there's also the Christian, some, not all, but some Christians, and I'm not one of them, but there are some Christians out there that hold the view that, actually, there are some Christians that hold the view that you can make your commitment before God and not before, and you don't need to make it before the state. For a lot of us Christians, we are not bound to the government the way that you guys are. For example, if the government starts telling us that the law is you can't worship Jesus Christ, we're going to tell the government to bite us and we're going to worship Jesus Christ. Okay? If they tell us that Christianity is illegal in the United States, we're still going to worship the Lord Jesus Christ. We don't care what nobody got to say about that. You can kill us if you don't like it, which is what happened, which has happened to us, down the ages or whatever. But I think they would be considered common law. And Shanny and REV claims that they made a commitment before God. Now, if they did, then they can't. Then obviously they have to follow the rules for divorce. So at least that's how they explain it. I don't know if I fully agree with that. I would have to talk to some brothers and sisters in Christ to see whether or not what the standing with that is. Good question, XX. You're going to ignore my question. You didn't ask me a question, I don't think, Montage. And if you did, it was inappropriate. Okay, let's see what Rev has to say here. Shanny tried everything to get the bail money where it needed to go. She got it on the 13th. It's all paid to the party that gave it. Okay, great. So like I said, I specifically went down there and I was supposed to be the one that was going to bail him out. But when I realized I didn't have the kind of money it was going to take to originally do it, because I went to the jailhouse, I didn't go to the bail bondsman. The second time when I got the money, I went to the bail bondsman. That's when he started breaking down to me what the risks were, and I wasn't trying to hear that because I had some debt and everything and whatnot, and I was also trying to help certain people. So anyway, here's a good question here. Was the tire really slashed or was it worn out? Y'all had to bring this up, didn't y'all? I believe that you guys did something to the tire. Okay, somebody out there in YouTube land was out there and they did something to the tire. I couldn't tell you either way though. If I had to go to a court of law and show proof that that if you're asking me, do I have evidence that I can take to the court of law that somebody actually came on in and did that, which you actually need camera footage or whatever? No, I don't have that. But what I do have is people on YouTube constantly talking about his personal life, talking about his vehicle, making statements about visiting him and coming to see him, and making these two extremely paranoid. That's what I do have. So I have just cause for getting upset when I heard that could have been a possibility. Okay. I've done everything to that thing. Recently fixed the roof. Painted the place. I did a lot, and I mean a lot. And I mean a lot. And I'm proud of it because, like I said, if people listen to you guys on YouTube, you guys swear that I live in an abandoned, well, not live, but I own an abandoned building. That's more appropriate. That I own an abandoned building and the place isn't fixed or whatever. I know a lot of you guys noticed that the wall paint back here is blue, and a lot of you think I'm actually at that particular location. What you guys got to understand is I like this color. Not only do I have this color where I'm at right now, I have it at my previous address, and I have it over there too. And I do this on purpose because I don't like the people knowing where I'm at. Sometimes I'll give it away when I do this. GP was actually right when he said that. Come on, guys, pay attention. It's obvious when you know where he is. Okay. Wee D Lee says he's new. This is not a question. This is a statement. Okay, so I'm not gonna address that. I want you to ask me a question. That's a statement. Trial happened, no charges. I'll answer this one here. G-Man, are you the poster boy for whack rappers? If you think I'm so whack at rapping, why don't you challenge me to a rap battle? And then you'll understand why professional rapper or semi-professional rapper or wannabe professional rapper Billy the Fridge is, G-Man, please, you're being mean. You're being a bully. Yeah, I'm the one and only Christian on YouTube that he's literally shaking in fear against. You guys are funny. Let's get to some of these questions here. This one's funny right here. Here we go. None of you have legit jobs on paper to sign for it. Okay, so number one, that's wrong. That's wrong because I didn't want to take the risk. Okay, it had more to do with credit and the fact that I was going to have to pay $5,000 if this dude didn't appear in court. And that just wasn't going to happen. I was not taking that chance. It just wasn't. All right. So Again, Janice, New Jersey, Throat Boat, Keycast, which is clearly a sock account. You know nothing about what I do for a living, and I mean absolutely nothing. Let's get back to it, okay? And tell me this: how do I not have a legit? You know, one of the things I never understood about you guys is how can you say a person's not working, but then you want to use the same breath to say that I'm giving money to these guys and enabling them. You guys sound stupid when you do that. I strongly recommend that you stop being short-term thinkers, you be long-term thinkers, and think before you speak, because it's a talent, it's a skill. Practice it. It'll get you far in life. That's how you know you're talking to a kid or whatever, or some dummy, some random dummy. Yeah, you're right, because it got thrown away. You're right about that. Well, let me see something here. Okay, so these are all statements that I'm not gonna. I told you guys, if you want me to answer you, you got to ask questions. Okay, so I disagree with this psychological. And by the way, Rev, I think you're gonna find this interesting because I don't think you've ever heard me say this before. Okay, so I don't agree with this psych analysis that you guys are giving Rev. I don't even agree with Rev's psychoanalysis that he gives to himself a lot of times. Okay, and let me read this so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. It says that Rev is clearly mentally ill, vulnerable adult being abused by Shanny for Christ. Blatantly clear, Rev, we can see your photo. You're sick and need intervention. Adult services are being contacted. Okay, so there's a few things that I want to say about this. First of all, Michael, I think your name is Michael Deaton. You never met Rev in person. How can I put this to you? I think verbally speaking, Shanny can be a bit intense. Can be a bit intense with Rev. She's been that way with me as a friend with her mouth regarding me, as a lot of you already know. There's a video on YouTube on I forget the lady's channel, but it's the video when me and Shanny wasn't getting along or whatever, and it was about that house, and Shanny and I was doing a yelling contest over the internet. So I know how Shanny can be with her mouth or whatever. This is what I believe about Rev, and this is just my opinion. And let me express what I mean by this. My opinion is just my opinion. It is not to be taken as a medical diagnosis. It is not to be taken like you, Michael Deaton. You don't have the brains to say this stuff because, like I said, you're thinking about this right now. You're not thinking if the police is watching this, or a doctor's watching this, or somebody out there, the FBI, or somebody's watching this. You're not thinking about those things. I, on the other hand, know who watches these videos, and I need to be careful. So I'm not making any medical diagnoses about him, but from observation and being around Rev recently lost his mother. A lot of you already know that. I believe he has a fear of loss. That is my opinion. I believe he has a fear of loss. That's all I'm going to say. I will say that he loves Shanny. He is willing to lose life and limb for her. You know what I mean? But he is in love with her. He has demonstrated this over and over and over ad nauseum, right in front of my face on multiple occasions. All right. So again, I don't agree with you, Michael Deaton, and I think you, if you're not a doctor, you need to be careful what you guys say, because you dummies get on here and you say a lot without giving disclaimers, and somebody could recommend that the right people watch you and see that you guys are attempting to make medical diagnoses about people when you're not qualified to do it. All right. Let's go to the next one here. Let's see something here. This did not end Rev with CPS taking those kids. Shannon is isolating and endangering you. Those services will be contacted next. Again, so you guys are trying to destroy their relationships. Now, let me just quickly ask a question. What if I took this approach, let's say, towards Miss Parker, right? Let's talk about her for a minute. You all know what her husband is into or whatever, right? And you know what she's into. What if I call adult services on her for the same thing? And if you think that's the only one, what about that dude from the geek room who has a hand problem? I can be nosy too. You know why I don't do it? I have a life. And this is something that I've been waiting to say on this show since I started this. When you got a life, you don't got time to worry about what's going on in somebody else's life. I'm going to say this again. When you have a life, I mean a real life. I'm not talking about coming on here and pretending like I'm so busy, I'm so important, but I spend 3 or 4 hours of my life going on here talking about somebody else's. I believe the reaction channel proves on a regular basis they have absolutely nothing going on in their life. They have no goals. They have no ambitions. And they're more concerned about what position Rev and Shanny have sex in than they are about what's going on in their own home. And that is my observation. And I think it's funny. Not to mention, Michael, are you aware of all of the... Are you guys aware of this? Do I got that letter here? You know what? I'm not going to read it today because I don't think it's here. I think I have it somewhere else. But when you dummies mail certain things to that place, or when you guys decide that you're going to call people regarding that place, and I get wind of it, you do understand I can get that stuff physically in my hand. And I do have a letter from Jules, a supposed minor, who I don't believe is a minor. If I find out she's a minor, her parents are going to get in a lot of trouble messing with me. Sending letters to 2 adults about matters that's none of her business. You guys say a lot of stuff, you do a lot of stuff, but you don't think. Because like I said, you guys are intellectual midgets when it comes to these topics. You just are. You don't think about nothing that you guys say and do. Anyway, let's continue. And God forbid you guys ever do start thinking about some of the stuff that y'all do. My God, the videos you guys are going to be deleting. My goodness. Like the level of stupid that I see on some of these channels is mind-boggling. But anyway, let's continue. And that's why you can't get me like that. Because you know why? Reverend Shannon learned something about me. I know how to keep this shut. Why didn't I consult with Vaughn? Next question. Dismissed. How do you feel about Rev's atonement? You talking about the video that he made? I don't believe Rev should have cut his hair. And I don't believe Rev should put anything on his forehead. Rev's a grown man. This is something that you guys got to understand something here. This is a grown man capable of making his own decisions. Okay? I made a video on this YouTube channel talking about how I felt about him cutting his hair and writing all that stuff on his head and all that other stuff and whatnot. My thing is this. If y'all don't trust each other, go in the other direction. That's how I feel about it. Here's the thing, though. I'm not in a relationship. He is. He's in love. He does not want to detach himself. He is willing to do whatever humiliating thing she wants him to do in order for them to stay together. In my personal opinion, I am not speaking for Rev and I am not speaking for Shanny. In my personal opinion, I believe that he and Shanny have a fear of loss. Okay? So, and I'll leave it at that because it ain't none of my business. And I cannot stress this enough. I go to them and they come to me saying, we like to talk to you about this. Hey, none of my business. You don't want to talk to me about this. You don't want to have this talk with me. None of my business. And then I'll offer my opinion. You should see how fast they're like, well, you know what? Maybe you should stay out of our. Praise God, hallelujah. Like I said, you guys got to meet them in person. They're pretty cool to hang around. We were watching A Nightmare on Elm Street. What were we watching? Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. And those two was the coolest people to actually watch a horror movie with. I want to watch Salem's Lot and Return to Salem's Lot with them one day. I think that'd be pretty cool one day to watch that with them. And maybe watch Tales from the Dark Side. I would like to do that with them one day. They mad cool to watch movies with. Like I said, you guys focus on all this negative stuff. You guys don't focus on them as people. And they are human beings at the end of the day with feelings. All right. Let me see something here. Shave my head like a prophet. Dismissed, no charges filed. All right. What's next? Trial. Okay, Michael Deaton, you're on punishment now. Michael Deaton. And the reason why I'm going to put you on punishment is because you're not a doctor and you keep making medical claims on here. And by the way, you can contact whoever you want to contact, but I asked you politely on three separate occasions to stop making medical claims in this live chat. If you're not a doctor, I asked you whether or not you was a doctor or not. I think I gave Shanny and the mods, I think, but I don't want nobody blocked. But Michael Deaton, you will be blocked from my YouTube channel, so prepare to make a sock account a little bit later. All right. Let me see something here. Now, this is stupid here because the one thing I am in the know about is he wasn't hitting up prostitutes. That's not what happened. He was trolling. That's what he was doing. He was trolling. And the fact that you guys actually believe this is hilarious. Of course, you're not going to see me respond to this stuff when I find out that it's trolling. You guys got to think harder than what y'all be doing. He was trolling. He ain't hit up no prostitutes. Stop it. This is nonsense. But I guess in Shanny's eyes, that would still be considered cheating for some reason. I don't agree with that, though. But let me see something here. Is it true Vaughn is going to stay? No, that ain't gonna happen. No, that ain't happening. Von Helton never contacted me about nothing like that. Please, after hearing that mess that Vaughn said on GTV, I don't think so. No. Let me see something here. How did they incarcerate you on no charges? I think what Rev is trying to tell you guys is that the prosecution didn't have a case against him, so they threw the case out. I think that's what it was. Okay, the prosecution has to have a case before they can actually do anything. This is interesting because on YouTube I can see certain things, but then on oh, here he goes. This guy's gone. I'll unblock him tomorrow. Michael Deaton, I greatly appreciate your time for coming on this YouTube channel, but you're not contributing anything positive to the conversation, so I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. All right. I appreciate you and your contributions to the YouTube channel. I appreciate that. Thank you. I only take serious questions, and clearly you're one of three people on here with a sock account. Let me see something here. What are my thoughts on the children being taken into foster care? Well, Shanny and REV might not like this answer, but I'll say this. Right now, financially speaking, REV and Shanny are not in the best position to do certain things. And I think that for a short period of time, it might turn out to be a good thing that the children are somewhere else. But if I know Shanny and if I know Rev, they'll have them back, and they will have them back soon. And I actually know this to be a fact because I know what's going to happen. So here's what it is. Okay, so they're talking to Rev inside the chat. Hey, Rev, do me a favor. Stop commenting in the chat for a while. And let me deal with these questions here for a little bit. Okay, G-Man tap dancing hard for his masses. Keep them feet moving, boy. I'm not tap dancing. I'm being blunt with my answers. And I'm being careful. The reaction channel people break the law on here on a regular basis. Like I'm literally gonna. You know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm trying to get one of the programs where they have a counter, and I'm gonna show you just how many times BGTV, because he's the one I'm actually gonna expose. I'm gonna show you just how many times that idiot has broken the law on YouTube. Like honestly, I'm gonna show you. Like if I was using Miss Parker, like the number 100 and up will be up there all the time. But I'm gonna show you just how many times BGTV put himself in jeopardy when he uploads a video on this channel. That's how dumb he is. But no, I'm not tap dancing. It's called being careful and making sure words don't come back to bite me in the butt. All right. Let me see something here. Hannibal and Monty. Yeah, everybody can see you, Hannibal and Monty. You guys need to get some original content, though. He ain't gonna like that one. Very easy to get to those two. Good. Okay. Yeah, I guess Hannibal and Monty show. No. Okay. I'm not answering that because he's not even supposed to be able to be seen on this. Oh, high current comment. There we go. All right. Well, that's pretty honest. Yes, I need parenting classes dealing with an autistic child. Takes a lot of courage to be honest like that. Let's see what else we got here. Let me put this on here. Actually, let me put this one on here. Janice, New Jersey, Throat Goat, K Cats. You want to make a bet? I'm just keeping it real. You want to make a bet? I bet you $1,000 you don't know what you're talking about. You forget who's helping them. And you people ain't the smartest people in the world. That comment alone shows how dumb you are. And by the way, Cat, New Jersey, just want to put this out here and whatnot. You do understand abuse has two sides to it, right? I can show proof from the last 4 years on YouTube how you guys, the atheist community, have been abusing those boys since you guys started all of this. You're wondering, how can I do that? By going to your YouTube channels. That's how I can do it. And I can prove it. Don't even get me started about your Discords. You guys aren't the brightest people in the whole world. You guys are not, really. You people are not the brightest people in the world. And like I said, I'm going to see CPS again. I've already been on the phone with them. I already know what I can do to bring them back there. You people ain't the smartest people in the world at all. And Rev knows I'm telling the truth. You people don't know nothing. As a matter of fact, let me just be clean with this. Every single time you guys called CPS, you were helping Shanny and Rev. You thought you was hurting them. You were helping them every single time you called those people. That's how dumb you people are. But anyway, let's continue. Rev, ignore comments like this. He says, you don't need parenting classes. You luckily aren't taking care of any children anymore. Like these people are the best examples and whatnot, right? Anyway, let's continue. Good, Rev. Good. Good. You know what? Janice, I believe that you're being increasingly disrespectful. So you know what? I will unblock you later, but you are the weakest link and you are gone now, ma'am. Because you are not being respectful. All right. And now you don't have the privilege to leave a comment on my YouTube channel. Now, what you can do is you can create a sock account and then you can come back on here and talk again. Okay. And if you want the privilege to leave a comment on this channel, learn some respect. I don't know if you got here late, but I already did. And why do you use the name Prince of Darkness? Are you a satanic? Are you a Satan worshiper? But that's who the Prince of Darkness is. The Prince of Darkness is Satan. I thought you didn't believe in any gods or whatever. Let me see. See this here? Why aren't his comments showing? We can all see it there. Oh my goodness gracious. Where did these guys go to school? Anyway, yeah, but they didn't. Vaughn didn't have G-Man helping him. Vaughn didn't have G-Man helping him. That's what y'all don't understand. There's a lot of stuff going on y'all don't know nothing about, and I'm gonna make sure you stay don't knowing nothing about it. Because unlike some people, I know how to shut up. You hear this? You hear this? You see this right here? See right here? Rev, you shouldn't be in contact with those boys. You should be banned from their lives forever. And it should be illegal for you to leave a comment on YouTube. But, you know, we're not going to get our way with that one. Anyway, let's continue here. All right, Rev. Take care, man. Says peace out, G. All right, Rev. Gotcha, man. All they was going to do is abuse you in a live chat anyway. Let them direct that toward me now. Let's see how long they last. Since this has nothing to do with the topic at hand, I want to answer that question. But you know what? Just for kicks and giggles, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because she's another person that needs Jesus Christ as a Lord and Savior, just like you do. Just like you do. Because I don't want her to go to hell, and I certainly don't want you to go to hell. I don't want you to be tormented day and night in the lake of fire either, you know? And since you can't demonstrably prove that hell doesn't exist, you can't really sit there and be all confident that you're not going there. If I am a hypocrite, please show me why I'm a hypocrite. See, I'm not running from the sauce. You guys are corny. You guys wouldn't know how to attack me if you tried. Now, this is a lie. It says Shanny cares so much about her kids, she starved them to the point that CPS took them permanently. That's not true. What it was is that the online atheists in the reaction community, the Miss Parkers, the BGTVs, the Geek Room, and all of their followers, they all called CPS under false pretenses. I am a witness of this because I have been there on a few different occasions where they claimed food was not in the home. And they looked in the refrigerator and looked in the cabinets and there was a lot of food there. And when they didn't have any food, CPS fed them. So again, Michael, that's not why they're not there. They're not there because of the incident what happened with Rev and one of the kids. That's the reason they wasn't there. And again, the reason why I'm showing this to everybody, I need everybody to understand something here. I make a positive claim on YouTube on a regular basis. I believe atheists are the biggest liars on the internet. And this is why I say this. I'm with them all the time. Michael's never even smelled their breath before. I have. So these knuckleheads don't know nothing about them. He's speculating and guessing. He don't know anything. She was terminated again today. Who died? Let me see something here. Already answered that question. Yes, I do. You guys told me. She made some racial comments, and I already commented on that. You have to rewind and watch this video again. G-Man said atheists lied about child abuse. When did I say this, and under what context? What video? What year was this? When did I say this? I'm pretty sure you're not going to show me any context of what you're saying. Did you know You know what? I'm gonna answer this question because that means you guys are gonna try to mess with me now. No, they wasn't hungry. Anything else you want to know? Oh, by the way, New Jersey throat goat. How many times have you been there? Just out of curiosity. How many times have you been there? I'm just keeping it real. I know you've never been there before. So how many times you been there? You haven't, right? So you don't know what the heck they were eating and what they wasn't eating and how often they were eating it. You see how it works, guys? They get up in their feelings. You see this here? First G-Man lied about the child abuse. That never happened. Then this person says, ha, I knew it, right? Then this person comes out and says, did you know the boys were going hungry? And you see how it keeps going on? See how it's going on? Then he says, I turn a blind eye to them. No evidence whatsoever. And this is what I'm going to say to you guys. Atheism's a joke. God does exist because I said so. That's the equivalent to all of these stupid comments that I'm reading here. You know what? No evidence? Fine. God exists. Atheism isn't real. That's how dumb you guys sound. This is why nobody respects you people. And this is why whenever theist children turn atheists, they kick them out their houses. And rightfully so. Because the way you're behaving is what happens to a person when they deconvert and becomes an atheist. It's just the truth. So let's see what else we got here. Questions. So I guess you guys got no more questions for Shanny and Rev, huh? Now you're trying to get me upset, right? What is your thoughts on her saying she's not a Christian and dislikes Christians? Well, if Shandy's not a Christian, then that came out of her own mouth. It ain't come out of mine. And if she dislikes them, that means she dislikes me. So that should tell you something about this comment that I'm reading right here. Shandy doesn't dislike me. And I'm very much a Christian. And proud of it. I don't have to hide in my mother's basement and pretend to be something that I'm not. It is what it is. And I have no problem defending what I believe. Dropping videos. Romans 8, 19, and 22. So G-Man, have you spoken to Indigo since that fateful night? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Okay, test. For what I understand, Indigo's doing pretty good right now. Oh, Lord Jesus, thank you. Thank you for letting me see this comment. Thank you. Thank you. Because now this person is the one who brought this up. So let's take a look at this. So now that people can't tell me I'm starting any of this now. Okay, check this out now. I'm going to read this comment very carefully here. And then I'm going to show you what kind of a YouTuber I am when I read stuff like this. Now, here we go now. Okay, remember now, this is an atheist. God don't exist. Hell don't exist. Any of that stuff and whatnot. Remember, who goes to hell? People who violate God's law, his statutes and his commandments, or people who do not know Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. Right? This person doesn't know Jesus Christ as their Savior. I do. Listen, the Bible says that now there is therefore no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus and are called according to his purpose. So I couldn't go to hell if I wanted to. But let's read this comment anyway here. It says, if there is a hell, G-Man deserves the hottest spot in hell for threatening to kick women so hard to cause them to have a miscarriage. Yes, I got mad and I got upset and I said some things. Yes, I did. I got angry and I definitely got upset for saying certain things. Got this little clip here I want you guys to see. I mean, I could play the Miss Parker stuff. I could play some of the other stuff that you guys do in your Discords and everything, which I have here. But I got something a little bit more interesting because I know Sabella is part of y'all group, right? Where's that little video at? Let me see something here. How many of you remember this? Let's take a look at this here real quick. I'm going to leave that comment right there for everybody to see it. And I'm not going to play the video. This is on Fundy Archives. If you are not subscribed to Fundy Archives, please subscribe to Fundy Archives as they save our videos so that you guys can watch it for your viewing entertainment. Go watch how a member of the reaction community is a psycho. Go watch this video here. All right. And please, while you're watching that video, please remember what this comment says here. Now, because I can't go to hell, the Bible says now, therefore, there's now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus and are called according to his purpose. The Bible also says in John chapter 3, verse 18, I'm sorry, where it says that he who believes is not condemned. That means me and anybody else out there who believes on Jesus Christ, we have eternal life. The second part of that verse says, but he who believes not is condemned already. So JC, you're the walking condemned. So I don't have the hottest spot reserved for me in hell because I'm not the one mocking God and his people every day. You are. I'm just saying, if you're going to talk about the Bible, know what you're talking about before you talk about it. And then you won't get destroyed like that. Oh, man. This is hilarious. You mean the very word that I accuse you guys of all the time, that you guys are being enabled by the reaction people on a regular basis? You talking about that word? Or did you forget about my claims about you guys? Or do you need a reminder of what you guys are into? Again, I believe that all of you in my live chat that are so concerned about Shanny and Rev so much, and you are doing nothing. These are the same people that don't give them 5 cents. But now, mind you, now they know the children are hungry. They don't buy them any food. Okay. Now we're looking at the rationality of the atheists. We're looking at the rationality of the atheists. The atheists are telling everybody that they know that they're hungry, but they're not buying them any food. They know that the children need somewhere to live. They're not providing them anywhere to live. They know that the children need this and need that, and then they're trying to stop their parents from making money. What if I told you that the leaders of the reaction community sent them a text message and told them that we are going to make sure, that would be all of you watching right now, which I showed CPS. I want you to understand this. I showed this to CPS, okay? Where I showed them what you guys said, you're going to make sure they're never going to be able to make any money. Do you guys know who you're talking to when you're talking to me? I'm not stupid. I will use everything that comes out your mouth against you. When you send a text, email, comments on Facebook, Discord, private shows only, what do they call that mess? They call it what do they call that mess? A Patreon. And you guys do all of that mess, right? You do understand I got copies of that stuff, right? When you guys deliberately said that you're going to make sure that they're never going to make any money. You do understand I'm planning on showing them all of this, right? Right? Like you people don't know who you're messing with when you're dealing with me. We have laws in this country for a reason. You might want to think before you speak when you're talking to me, because I got a really good memory. Okay, let me see something here. Here's a good question. Why do you provide for free housing to them while they refuse to get jobs? So let's deal with the first question here. And by the way, New Jersey throat goat, at least, I mean, despite your lack of intelligence, you're at least asking a fair question here. Why do I provide free housing? I don't know if you're an ex-Christian or not, and if you've ever picked up that Bible before. I would strongly recommend you go read Matthew chapter 25. To me, it's one of the scariest Bible passages in the entire Bible. Even more scary than passages about the lake of fire or hell or anything like that. I got a real thing about me when it comes to somebody not having something. If there's something within my power to be able to help somebody who's struggling, it is in my character. It is in my DNA as a Bible-believing, born-again Christian to try to help them. If you didn't have nowhere to live, if you needed assistance, and I saw proof, and I was there in person, I would offer to help you too. But think about what you're saying here. If I don't help them and you don't help them, you are advocating for children to sleep outside on the concrete. You're telling on yourself right now. I'm just saying. But let's continue with a little bit more of this statement here. For free. What makes you think they're staying there for free? That's what cracks me up about all of this. What makes you think they're staying there for free? But I'll take it. But I'll take it a step further here. Because whether or not they're paying rent or whether they're not, I'm pretty sure it's none of your business. And then you say they refuse to get jobs. Who told you that? That's all I want to know. Who told you that? There's a lot of assumptions going on there for somebody that's never been there before. You've never been there before, so you don't know what's going on. And of course, Rebuke and Reprove is getting his laugh on watching you guys make all your statements. He's getting his laugh on. Veckel knows a lot more than a lot of you do regarding what I do and what I don't do and what I put up with and what I don't put up with. And I can't wait for Rev to go to that channel and talk about it. I gave him permission to tell you everything. He can go in there and tell you everything. I'm not the one. And I'm going to tell you something, Miss New Jersey Throat Goat. If I ever help you, you're going to find out just how rough I can be. You'll see. Okay? So let's continue with the questions here, okay? You guys are funny, though. I do find you guys to be most entertaining. If I'm ever depressed, all I got to do is read your comments. Because when I say you guys, see, after you guys done with Shanny and REV, y'all think y'all don't know nothing about them. Y'all really don't know nothing about me. Let me see something here. Okay, let's get into this one here. In Christianity, are you not meant to smoke? If you're saying that it is a sin to smoke, I believe it is. I don't believe that you're allowed to smoke as a Christian. I believe that is a form of well, actually, I don't think you're allowed to let it master you. Like I think if I picked up a cigarette and I lit it and I took a puff out of it, I don't think I sinned. But if I allow that cigarette to master me to the point that I can't quit whenever, I believe that's when it becomes a problem. I can't sit here and say that if I take a cigarette and I light it and I just go, that is a sin. It becomes a sin when that thing masters you and it controls your actions. That's when it becomes a problem, when it becomes an addiction. And you can't say no to it. That's when it becomes an issue. It's like drinking. Lazy theology teaches that if you have a shot of vodka, that's sin. No. The Bible does not say that it is a sin to drink. It is a sin. I believe that if we're going to be drunk with something, we should be drunk with the Holy Spirit. And that's in Scripture. It also says in the Old Testament that regarding the tithe, that the Israelites at that time was allowed to buy strong drink or whatever they wanted to get, and they had to celebrate before the Lord. The issue is this thing mastering you, and is it controlling you to the point that it's altering your decision makings and everything and whatnot? That's the issue. That's why I don't smoke, and that's why I don't drink. And it's actually deeper issues, deeper psychological issues with me on why I don't smoke and why I don't drink. But I will never share that with YouTubers, because every time you guys learn something about us on YouTube, you twist it, you distort it, and you pervert it. And then you guys want to try to act like you're masters of understanding things when you people don't care about nobody. So I don't tell you guys nothing about myself no more. If I want to discuss something about my personal life, I'll actually call Shanny Rev or Beckel or whoever. I got Pastor Sean's number. I got Sister Cherry's number. I got a whole bunch of people I can call. But an atheist I will not call, because I don't like the behavior of you guys on YouTube. You go by CPS standards? No, I'm not even a fan of CPS. You don't even know how I feel about them people. You are missing a lot because Rev deleted a lot of questions. Well, what questions did he delete? He probably didn't want them asked, which was never. G-Man, you and the government provide for the children. Okay. Let's go back to the comments. I lost my place. Okay, here we go. I found it. Okay, next one's Prince of Darkness. Hey, G. Oh, brother. Come on. Hey, G-Man, do good parents abuse their children? No, they don't. Let me see. It's the opinion of Child Protective Services that they are bad parents. It's my opinion that our tax dollars need to stop supporting them. So you got your opinion, I got my opinion. And I got my reasons for saying that. I talked about it on GTV. If you ever missed it, I can talk about it again. That's none of my business, Todd. I don't care. Todd, I'm going to put this out here. I don't care. That's none of my business. Imagine if you had a life, dude. You wouldn't care either. So anyway, I'm gonna get you one of those for your birthday, Todd. Let me know when your birthday is so I can get you a life, dude. Like, honestly. Let me see something here. Now, this one is pretty funny. And your money went to Shanny's gullet 90% of the time. Let me explain something to you guys. I am not Rev. I get them things I believe they need. And sometimes when I have extra, I spoil the snot out of them. They'll tell you that I spoil them pretty hard when I want to. I have to stop doing it recently, but I spoil them pretty hard when I'm ready to do it. And they know why I do it. I explain to them why I do it. G-Man, do you still have those toys? What toys? I don't know what toys you're talking about. Toys. What toys are you talking about? You talking about the lightsabers? Like, what toys are you talking about? There's no way you believe that money makes a good parent. I never said that. I don't believe that money makes you a good parent. I don't believe that. I don't believe that money makes you a good parent. When the heck did I say that? I didn't say that. And if I did say it, I rebuked G-Man in the name of Jesus. I never said that mess. I don't believe that one bit. I never said that. Their bed sheets were. See, this is when we start going into imagination world. Like, this right here isn't even remotely true. But I put it out there for a good laugh. G-Man trying hard to impress his masters. No, the only master I recognize is Jesus Christ. You need him to be your master too, because if you don't, you're gonna burn, my friend, and be tormented day and night because of it. I honestly don't know. That is a mystery. Maybe they got a fast metabolism, but they were eating, that's for sure. And they were eating, and they were eating, and they were eating and eating. Now, you know what? Maybe I will get into my own personal opinion about this. I remember one time I went over there. This did kind of annoy me though, and I had to say something about it. I went over there one time and I spent like almost $200 on food. I went over there one time. I spent almost $200 on food, and it was gone almost in a week and some change. Then I saw a lot of food thrown in the garbage. Go ask Rev how I reacted to that. Go ask him how I reacted to that. Yeah, you guys think as a YouTube personality, I'm like this. I'm an actor and I come on here and I pretend. I have no reason to pretend. I don't get super chats. Ain't nobody giving me a dime watching this right now. I'm doing this because I'm trying to interact with the community again, which I'm going to stop doing very soon. But I got a tip on me too. I didn't like that one. I didn't like that one bit. $200 is gone just like that. No. I don't play that. No. And just ask Rev. Rev will tell you he has my permission. He has my permission. Public humiliation is abuse, withholding his wallet so he can't get his mental. When did this happen? Public humiliation is abuse. Withholding his wallet so he can't get his mental illness meds is also abuse. Well, I ain't know nothing about that. I'd like to see a timestamp on that if you don't mind. A video and a timestamp because I don't recall seeing that. When did that happen? Let's see. Do I understand the conditions that those kids were living in? Where? Talking about in Colorado? You talking about when they had their 90-inch TV? And they had their $9,000 rent? I bet you they were living pretty good. You guys went into a place where everything was taken out when you stalkers went in there and stole all of their stuff. I mean, if you guys really want to talk about it, you guys don't care about those kids, and I wish you guys would stop talking about them. Because the majority of you, if it was up to you, the kids and Shanny and Rev would have all been sleeping outside. That's why you guys don't like the fact that I'm helping them. Stop being fake and just keep it real. I have more respect for you if you do it. You guys are faker than anything else I ever see. Why are you giving them somewhere to live? So you want the kids to be homeless? Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Yes, apparently you are. Because if it was up to you, they'll all be sleeping on the sidewalk. You guys are hilarious. Okay, let me see something here. Having what they want. And well, see, now you're starting to enter my world, Freddie, because I actually agree with you. Problem is, are we talking about being subjective or are we talking about being objective? Now you got a problem now, because the moment you start saying that there's objective truth, then we got to start talking about God. You see? You're talking too much now. So let's talk about my God. What exactly do a person need according to the scriptures? Because you don't got no objective truth. You have opinions. Remember, I told you when you come to my channel, you got to think before you speak over here, or you're going to get owned. All right? Let me say something here. See something here. If they had basic necessities, they wouldn't have been taken. They had basic necessities. The government came and took them because Rev had a temper tantrum and he did some things he shouldn't have did. That's why the government took them. They would have took them from other reasons that when you guys have continually lied to CPS. One of these days, I got to get them people to agree to come on YouTube so they can tell you guys just how many times you guys have lied and said, well, we're over here today because we learned that they don't got no food. You come over here a minute, sir. Open that cabinet. They got more food than I do. Who told you that? We can't tell you this information. Can you tell me what state they were in? Can't tell you how many times the T word came up. You have no idea. You guys get played out more than you know. You just don't know it. How many jobs have you? Oh, okay, ask Rev that. That actually gets me kind of angry. You might want to talk to him about that. As a matter of fact, you know who you should ask? Ask Shanny. Don't ask Rev. Ask Shanny. Go to Shanny and ask Shanny that very question there. Now to tell you everything you need to know. Let me see something here. Should we ask you? And then let me put this here. One of the questions I've been asking you guys is for, because I mean, obviously you guys know something I don't. I must have hit my head on a rock or something, or perhaps I have some type of medical trauma. Who knows? But if you guys don't mind providing me the government documents where you guys actually got proof that that's the case, I love to see it. I mean, you guys wish you knew something about me, don't you? You guys just wish you had a little bit about something about me, right? You never will. You want to know why? I learned something earlier on YouTube, especially with you guys on YouTube. I ain't never talking about my personal life with you guys over here again. You guys don't know nothing about nothing. Somebody says that Rev kicks and hits instead. No, that ain't what he does. I think that what Rev does is he gets frustrated, mainly, believe it or not, mainly from YouTube stuff. The majority of the time when I see him angry and upset is not with Shanny or with the kids. The majority of the time he gets angry and upset is when he is dealing with social media. That's about 80% of the time. The rest of that would be his life situations and things like that and whatnot. Sometimes Shanny will say things to him that he don't like, or somebody else will say something that he don't like. He snaps on me too. I got a text message right here. He snapped on me too. Should have heard what I said though. You know what I mean? He snapped on me too. And I never will. You want to know why? I'll tell you a little secret here, okay? If or when, or even if I did have kids, you guys might be able to get some of these other men out there. Me, when you're a woman, all these potential prospects that's out there, if you want to get with me, there's a couple of things that needs to happen. Number one, you have to be a woman. That's number one. There ain't no sex changes, none of that other stuff or whatever. Number two is easy. You gotta submit. Okay, that's number two. Number three, I want somebody who I can have an intelligent conversation with. That's number three. Okay. Number four, and listen to me very carefully here. Okay. Number four, I am not your prototypical black man. That's all you need to know. All right. Again, if you guys listen to me, if some of you need $10 to go buy a clue, I'll give it to you. I ain't got a problem with that. Okay, what's the next question? Oh God, this is hilarious. Let me see something here. No, I am not okay with Rev kicking Zach. Do you have any other dumb questions you'd like to ask me? Let me see something here. Let me see something here. They never called me dad. Who told you that? They never once called me dad. Although they treated me like that sometimes, they never called me dad. All they constantly did, and I mean they did this a lot. The youngest one would come to me and go, "I love you," and get me very uncomfortable. He did it a lot. I love you. 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 But I'm a disciplinarian too. So if somebody comes to me and you're a child or whatever and you're misbehaving, I got no problem telling you to go to your room, to tell you no, like all parents should do. If something's going to harm a kid and they shouldn't have it, you tell them no. But pretty much whenever those kids ask me for something, the majority of the time I gave it to them. And I mean anything they wanted, I gave it to them. Those were some good kids. Now, you guys on YouTube didn't do anything for them. You tried to make them homeless. You ain't got no business talking about parenting. Like literally, I can prove just on one channel alone that your whole goal was to make them homeless. That was your entire goal. Like the inside joke is we all know that you're trying to get those two locked up. We all know you're trying to do it. You ain't fooling nobody right here. Take that rated D for dumb nonsense back to your reaction channels. And when you come to my channel, realize you're dealing with somebody who can think. Please do yourself that favor because you're embarrassing yourself. I hope it's good comedy. I really hope it's good comedy. Okay, because you guys have been threatening me about all of this information about this going to be put out there about me and all this stuff that I've done or whatever. And I'm going to get on YouTube and I'm going to weep and I'm going to cry. And you guys have been trying to do this for years. Whatever you're going to do, please go ahead and do it. Because I want you to understand the damaging information that I got. And when I put it on here, there will be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When I put it on here, everybody's going to see it. So, like I said, you ain't learned the first time I played out Miss Parker. Go ahead and do it again. I don't care. Do whatever you got to do. Do what you got to do. Next question. Just remember this now. I said that I'm not playing by the normal rules on here no more. If you come at me, just coming out to my YouTube content, got no problem with that. You come after me personally, that's your funeral, not mine. Oh, I should probably say this. Metaphorically, that's your funeral. Because I have just as much information about them as they don't have about me. They don't got no information about me. There's nothing to tell about me. You know what I mean? But there's plenty to tell about these people. And some of these people are pretty sick in the head. Thank you, Nadia. So anyway, let me see something here. Who cares? Even what is proven to be fact is still proving what you are ignoring. I'm not ignoring nothing. You guys want me to join your cult, your hate group. You see, the FBI calls the Black Hebrew Israelites a hate group. You want to know why? Listen to me very carefully here. They're considered a hate group because everything they say, everything they do is about hating people. The KKK is about hating people. Skinheads is about hating people. You understand what I mean? And what you guys are doing right now is pure hate. You're a hate group. I don't think you guys understand that. That's why I want you guys to keep doing what you're doing. I want you to do it. Because when it's time to legally deal with you guys, and I'm not talking about me. Like I said, I got to be careful what I say on here because I know who's watching this. But the bottom line is, you guys are going to be turned into a hate group. Steve McRae and a lot of those other atheists on YouTube ain't going to like that though when it happens. I'm not going to have to do nothing. Your own community is going to destroy you. That's all I got to say. So keep doing it. Nothing positive ever comes out your mouth. You turn on your computers. You like to talk about other people's lives. When it happens to you, don't get mad. And it's that simple. Because you know I can do it anytime I please. Okay? Please understand that. Why do you never tell the truth, G-Man? If you're an atheist, you don't even know what the truth is. Actually, yes, you do. You reject Jesus Christ all the time. You don't know nothing, sir. Let me see something here. I don't know. I lost 15 pounds over the last 2 months. I don't know. I'm going to get skinnier and skinnier on camera. You guys are probably going to think I'm being abused. No, I'm training for a marathon. I'm doing something with my life. I'm not getting on TV. I'm not getting on YouTube talking about other people being fat, calling them names and whatnot while being fat and doing the same things myself. I'm not doing those kind of things. I don't get on here and say I'm important and I'm busy and then get on here and talk about other people all day. I got better things to do with my time. But man, that hurt. Why you say that? Well, you guys kind of do it to yourself. You make it kind of easy. That's not true. It's not, at least when I was around. When I was around, they ate. I have no respect. Oh, why? Because I won't join your atheist hate group? Because I won't join your atheist hate group? I'm a Christian. I don't pretend like there's no God. My Bible tells me that the fool has said in his heart that there is no God. They are corrupt and they have done abominable works. You want to make this about me? I could turn this back on you real fast. Tell me something. A lot of you think that it's wrong to smoke and to get drunk and all that, right? Can I ask you guys a question? Where is this energy when Miss Parker and her husband is getting high on camera and making videos? Where was this energy when JD King was doing TST and his house was a mess and he had his kids walking? Yeah, I know all about that, guys. Okay? It's like I know about your leader and what goes on in his place and why he don't clean up when his kids is running around. I know a lot more than you guys think I do. All right? So I'm going to ask this question again. If you guys care so much about substance abuse, why don't you talk to the drunken peasants that encourages little kids, yes, little kids, to smoke pan every day? Don't talk to me about weed and cigarettes and drinking until you police your own community. You guys ain't nothing but a bunch of hypocrites. I agreed to come on here and answer your questions, and now you guys want to throw this at me? Really? Bring it. Bring it. You know how I am. Bring it. But of course, if you don't start making this about Shanny and REV, I guess that this thing can be over or whatever, and I can show you my ding dong, atheism's dead. Rub your eyes, get out of bed. Ding dong, atheism's dead. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I follow Jesus with my every breath. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I follow Jesus with my every breath. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I follow Jesus with my every breath. Eve's in the gym. Fiona looks sick. Anyway, so let's continue here. Let me see. Okay. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Rebuke and reprove. These people are wicked, ain't they? You know, I got up this morning, took care of my body like I try to do every day. Went to work, came home, got some dinner. Wasn't thinking about this YouTube stuff. I remember I had a show I had to do. Doing this show here, I talked to Rev, got permission to say the things I wanted to say on here, because you know that's what people who respect other people do. And I came on here and I talked, and I did my thing on here. You know what I mean? And I'm answering questions on here. These people believe that busy adults gossip all day. The only people that gossip all day, and I said this on here over and over and over again, are people, typically housewives, who ain't got nothing better to do. When they get the little girlfriends around going, did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear? That's how you know these people don't got no jobs and ain't got nothing going on for them. Because honestly, they're more concerned about Shanny and REV than they are about their own lives. I want to know when they're going to get some jobs. I want to know when they're going to move out of their mama's basements. I want to know when these people are going to find God. That's what I want to know. Because they've been ignoring him forever, pretending like he doesn't exist. That's what I want to know. Let's see something here. I don't see any more questions in here worth answering. Let me see if I can get the finished product here. Where's the finished product? So when the place was being painted, this is how it looked when it was being painted. All right, let me just make sure something here real quick. Okay, so when the place is being painted, that's how it was looking. Okay. Why am I doing this here? Because I want to show somebody this comment here real quick. All right. Do you guys know why I can get upset about you guys coming to the house and slashing the tire? It's because of this. That's why I can get mad in a court of law and justify my statements. I'm just saying. What did he just subconsciously admit there? What did he just subconsciously admit there? I'm just saying. That's why I know I'm more than justified. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid, and I know what I can and what I can't do. But let me show you the finished product, though. Oh, by the way, just to entertain you guys a little bit, I have a guest on this channel that would like to say something while I'm looking for this. Goodness gracious, he sounds like a female. But anyway, look, this is the place and how it looks right now. Okay, worked on the roof, worked on the house, worked on everything. Okay, listen to me, and I do mean this with sincerity. I really do. I really do mean this with sincerity. When I say that you guys know nothing, you know nothing about me, what I do, how I do it, or anything that I do until it's too late. I'm just looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to do to expose me and everything. Me and a lot of people, very important people, want to see what you guys got. Like I said, all I got to do is be patient. You guys are telling yourself if I just be quiet and let you guys do your thing. I mean, it's obvious that you guys went to the house. No, I'm sorry. I disagree with you, model citizen. I believe that one of you went over there with a knife and you slashed the tire. That's what I believe. I believe that one of you went over there and you slashed the tire. That is what I believe. Okay, based on that comment that we read recently, where it says that that if you just drive by, it's going to be blue. Why would you guys want to be anywhere near that place? Why did you go to his court case? You understand what I mean? You were there, and I know you were there. Let's continue. Like I said, you guys aren't the brightest people in the world. Y'all talk about mental illnesses. Y'all need to go get yourself diagnosed. Todd, that's none of my business. I don't know how to be more honest about that. Why do I care on whether he owns that car or not? Please let me know. Why do I care? It doesn't feed me. It doesn't pay my rent. It doesn't pay my light bill. It don't pay my water bill. Why do I care? My goodness, you people don't got no life. I like JC Valentine because JC Valentine proves that trolling is a very lucrative business. What else? I do have video proof. It's blurry though, but I have video proof. Let me see. Am I charging them rent? Can I talk about this? Yes, but not in the traditional way. Yes, but not in the traditional way. Okay. By the way, I'm gonna leave this here for a minute. Let me tell you why I want this here. Just bring it. Just bring it. That's all I got to say. Just bring it. Listen to me. Listen to me. I've been on the phone with CPS. I've been there with CPS. I mentioned y'all real names to them regarding the reason why they're living there to begin with. Nothing would make me happier than to have one of you prosecute me on this statement right here. Nothing would make me happier. Because you know why? There's a little song here. I'm gonna be rich. Because the countersuit is gonna be me owning you and everything that you own. Because I'm going to sue you for your very soul. And I don't mean that literally. I just means I'm going to own your TV, your car. You're going to have to sell everything to pay me for even wasting your time trying to take me to court for that. So yeah, I should be held accountable for feeding them and giving them some way to live. By all means, that's your money you'll be wasting to get a lawyer. I will tell you how you can find me. I will give you a contact information. I will give you everything you need to take me to court on this. And then I will, the judge, the prosecution, the bailiff, the cops, the roaches that are underneath the benches or whatever, the ants that are outside, the clouds outside, the trees, the grass, the flowers, will all be laughing at you, ma'am or sir. You guys, I don't know what I would do without you guys. You guys crack me up. You guys make me feel smart sometimes. You really do. Momentum. Listen to me, guys. I'm not on here for subscribers and views. I'm not on here for that. How many times do I got to tell you guys this? I don't care about these subscribers and views thing no more. I don't care about it. I don't care about subscribers and views. I have less than 300 subscribers on this channel. I can fix that with one video on my channel, and I'm not going to do it. For what? All I care about is preaching the gospel. That's it. And I'm going to make sure before you guys leave this earth, you hear it thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times so that you will be guilty before the Lord if you don't accept Christ as your Savior. All I care about is preaching the gospel. I want you guys to get saved. Why would I take away the momentum from the Hebrew Israelites? I got plenty of things to do with them, but right now I'm concerned about these people coming to my church and potentially shooting my black behind. So I got bigger fish to fry than messing with you guys. But that's only when the Lord tells me to do it. I'm doing this right now because I figured you guys wanted me to answer some questions. And you guys are not doing a good job of taking advantage of this time. Because you ain't getting this again. Talking about her being borderline, having borderline personality. Shanny's suffering from something, but I don't know if it's borderline personality disorder. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that Shanny says, and Shanny knows it. But there are some things I do agree with, obviously. But a lot of that stuff I don't agree with. I have my own opinions about it. But it's so unimportant, it's not even worth bringing up. Why did Rev look better 13 days in jail than he was in years? And why do you think he went back downhill so quickly? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly do not know. That question right there. Can I pin this? Actually, this is actually a good question. I actually can't answer that one. How do I pin this? Let me try to pin this question. No, I don't want to block you. I want to pin this. Freddie McDonald. That's actually a good question. I need to think on that one for a minute. I think the next BGTV video I do, I'm going to think on that and try to answer that. That's a really good question, Freddie McDonald. I don't know. I really don't want to talk about that because that boils my blood. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Ask him. You ask him. Oh God, let me take this off of here because that's actually bringing back some memories. All right, let me see something here. Why do you call carnivorous ape a map? Do you know what that means? Sir, it's extremely dangerous and wrong to just throw that stuff around, sowing and reaping. Let me put this out here so that you guys can see this here. A map is something that you use to find your way around the roads or whatever, right? You guys pull out a map and you can find out how to go down, how to get to one city or one state or one street, how far you got to go or whatever. How is it dangerous to call somebody a map? I've never called him a map. What are you talking about? Okay, let's see something here. Yep, and it still bothers him some. He can't even go into certain stores without having flashbacks. And you guys aren't helping at all. You see, between that, his own personal issues, and then every time he cuts his computer on, go to his email, he's constantly getting hate. That tells me that you guys are trying to get the man to commit suicide. And if I'm not a doctor, and if I'm not in law enforcement, and I see that, how much more are they going to see that? You guys just don't get it, and you will one day. Something happens to one of them. Because I promise you this: first, your enablers are going to get in trouble, and then the individuals who actually did it every day are going to get in big trouble too. And we don't care what country you live in; they will find you. All right. All this hiding behind sock accounts, that stuff don't work no more. There are plenty of people that hide behind sock accounts, and the government still find them. Even if you got one of those VPNs, it don't mean nothing no more. I'm deleting comments because you, sir, if I'm not mistaken, or the other guy, was making false medical claims in my live chat. And I'm just looking for questions regarding Shanny and Rev. And now you guys seem to be done. So we're going to be wrapping this up soon. I don't know. What do you mean by hand problem? Botan and Thunderfoot. I don't know what you're talking about. There's over 1,000 YouTubers, maybe more YouTubers, that goes in the park and make YouTube videos. And they're yelling and they're rapping and they're doing all kinds of things. The Hebrew Israelites make fun of me, and it proves that they are not God's chosen people when they do it. I'm not really understanding what you're saying there. I'm not an atheist. I don't share your worldview. In order for you to understand how I would feel about something like that, you have to first look at it from the Christian worldview and then ask me that question. But persecution in Christians, we look at it like a badge of honor. See, for us, we don't feel like we're doing anything if you're not attacking us. You know what I'm saying? If you're not attacking me, then obviously I must be serving you in some kind of way. Do you understand that? That's why I can figure out that Fiona is not a believer like that, because you guys love her. We're not supposed to be loved by the world. We're supposed to be hated by the world. It's a badge of honor. Y'all just don't understand that. If you actually pick up the Bible, wipe the dust off of it, and actually start reading it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's see something here. Well, Jules did write a letter, and she sent it to that place. And I have the letter. And I'm going to hold on to that letter as proof that you guys are harassing people there. That's why all I got to do, I keep telling those two over and over and over. Sit back, do nothing, and let them attack you. You're going to use all of this against them later. Just sit back and do nothing. I give them more advice than you guys think. All right? You guys are not the smartest people in the world to like, I stopped worrying about you guys. Oh, they might go on YouTube and find out about the time when I was a baby and I dug up my nose. I'm shaking in my boots about that one. Let me see. Government program. Oh, no. Actually, I'm going to read this the way it says here first, and then I'm going to read out what I'm interpreting from this. Grown people can be abused and manipulated, which is why adult protective services exist. This is what I read when I hear this. Grown people can be abused and manipulated, which is why government programs exist. You guys are going to do what you did in communist Russia. You're going to abuse the government to troll people. That's what you're going to do. Whatever. I hope I'm there when they do it so I can show them all these comments and show them how many years that you guys have been trying to break them up. Y'all better hope to God I'm not there. But the first time they tell me, oh, you can press charges on them? Really? Shanny and REV can do that? Really? What about this particular YouTuber? What can they do about him? Oh, you can file charges for Then you're done. I'm just sitting back and just letting you guys be you, because if you be you long enough, you'll be in jail. It's like Jeffrey Dahmer. I know a lot of you would like to see me go there, wouldn't you? Don't worry. One day it may happen. Then you'll get on YouTube and laugh about it. I'll get out. I'll get back on here, do my thing, and pretend like you people don't exist. It's life. I'm dead serious. It's life. I mean, just go ask Rumor Research Lab. It's life. By the way, has anybody ever seen her before? Like, where is she? She was saying everything that she was doing was legal on her channel. It's like the rest of these channels are saying what they're doing is legal, right? You guys tell the truth all the time, don't you? So, can you get Fwanky to stop coming after me? He keeps trying to lure me into Fortnite. I don't know who you're. Like, you must be talking about Shanny, I guess. Red Shot Sherwood, you're a liar because you was on my you ain't no 16. You've been on my YouTube channel. You showed your face on a whole bunch of different times. Stop lying to me. You ain't no 16 years old. Do it again, and I'll block you. Liar. Of course, because you don't care about them, but you want me to care about their relationship and whether or not they should be together or whatnot, right? You guys crack me up. Yeah, now y'all telling on yourselves now. This is great. Yep. Yep. A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 is the best. Yep. Out of all of them. Part 4 was good, but Part 1 and 3 I think was the best. Part 1, 3, and 4 was the best. Here's a test. He failed the test. This is hilarious, just reading these comments. If I ever get depressed, like I said, all I need to do is live show and just read y'all comments. Y'all had me dead to rights when I was living in that house, though. And Shanny and those guys were rich, and it was putting me down and whatnot. Yeah, that was the time y'all should have came after me. Y'all had me dead to rights there. Since then, y'all don't know nothing about nothing. This is just gold. The one person that you guys actually need on your side, you guys are trying to kill them. God, where did these people go to school? My goodness. They want me to drop the link so they can come in. For what? So you guys keep asking me the same questions over and over and over, tell me I'm a horrible person because I won't get on YouTube and do what you people do all day? I'm not an atheist. I don't follow y'all worldview. All right, so nobody's asking me any more questions. You guys are just there's nothing here to oh, here's a good one. Rebuke and reprove. They care nothing about women and children. Exactly. You're reading my mind. You're reading my mind because honestly and truthfully, if they cared about those kids, one of them would have gave them somewhere to live. One of them would have provided them money so that they could have had somewhere to live or something like that. But this entire time they were trying to make them homeless. But then we're supposed to believe that they care about these kids. These people just talk. They're like them snakes. They go talk out two sides of their mouths. No, we care so much about the kids. We want them to be homeless. Reaction community. People crack me up. Y'all don't care about those kids. And even CPS knows you guys don't care. That's what's hilarious about it. If I told you half the stuff I heard some people say about you people, please. Actually, they actually call you guys many stalkers. CPS look at you people as being stalkers because you guys ain't providing nothing for them. Like, honestly, how much money did Miss Parker give Shanny? BGTV, how much money did they give Shanny? Any of these people talking about Shanny, how much money did they give them to help out the kids? How much money did they give them? Nothing. But then they get mad at me for feeding them. They get mad at me for giving them somewhere to live. They get mad at me for giving them clothes. Like, literally, this is what they're mad at me about. They're mad at me for feeding kids and giving them clothes. These atheists are a little bit loony. I think a lot of them are loony. A lot of them are loony. Hey, G-Man, why let your friends call carnivorous ape a minor attracted person? What the heck is a minor attracted person? What is that? What are they saying? He's ugly? I don't look at guys like that. I think carnivorous ape needs to go to the gym, maybe lose that gut. But other than that, I don't know. You guys watch them more than I do. You really do. Who sent the text? Oh, I can't tell you that, Mr. XX, because if I do that, I could lose a lot of money. So I'm not going to tell you. But I'll tell you this, though. When you do see the text, somebody's going to get in a lot of trouble. That's all I got to say. And we're talking about 2 years ago. Not 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, or whatever. I got you guys dead to rights. Y'all just don't even know it yet. That's the funny thing about it. Dead to rights. Why are you thinking about you knuckleheads? You guys ain't no threat to me, please. Y'all might be a threat to Shanny and REV, but y'all are not a threat to me. Not even close. David Anthony is here. Let me try to get to his comments. David Anthony, I watched one of your videos. I watched the video where you I'm gonna skip all this other stuff because this stuff is foolishness. But David Anthony, I watched one of your videos where you talked about Shanny supposedly destroying Rev, and then Shanny's gonna do it to me. Right? She's coming for me. I heard you say that on your YouTube channel. Then I read a lot of the comments that people was making regarding this. Can you define for me what you mean by destroying? For me, one day in the video, like, what do you mean by her destroying? Because I don't understand what you mean by that. That's it. But as far as destroying me, Atheist on YouTube has been trying to destroy me since 2010, and they have been an utter failure since. You know, well, 2011, one of the two. They ain't destroying nobody over here. And you guys want to see something funny? Check this out. That was his moment of fame. Oh man, let's see what else here. Enjoy that name, even though you ignore me. Now you'll love me once you see who that is. Okay, I don't know who this is, but who's H8 jogging? Wait a minute, is that Jungle jogging? Looks like Burger King. I'm not really sure who that is. I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh. I don't even know who you are, Tito. I don't even know who you are. And I'm not Marty McFly. You calling me chicken isn't going to work on me. I was talking about David Anthony. David Anthony made a YouTube video. You should go check it out. Where he was claiming that Shanny's going to destroy me or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so since nobody's really asking me any more questions, I'm going to talk about them for a moment. What is it like to actually be in the same room or the same house or the same environment with Shanny? I want to start with her first. Well, when she's calm, being in the same car with her, the same building with her. Because listen to me, I've been in a room with her, I've been in a car with her, I've been shopping with her on multiple occasions. I've been interacting with them for a while. I would say when Shanny's calm and she's not being affected by social media, that she's like a strawberry shortcake or like the Care Bears or something like that. She's a big giant teddy bear when she's not being affected by social media. When she's being affected by social media, Shanny reminds me of like, for example, when something big happens on social media and she finds out about it, she's like a Mark almost. Like she's like, oh my God, look at this. Like I've never been in a house with somebody who is so connected with social media beside myself. I'm used to being the one like that when I'm around family or whatever, or friends. Or when I'm around Evangelist Ken, oh my God, check out this video. When I'm around them, they're like that. And I'm talking about Shanny right now. When Shanny's upset or annoyed, being around Shanny is like being around Sabella sometimes. When Shanny's angry, I couldn't tell you because I've never been in the same room with her before when she's angry. But I know what she's like when she's annoyed. When she's annoyed, it's like the arguing with Sabella, I would say. Because Shanny has strong opinions about women, feminism, and things like that. I have strong opinions against those things. So you can only imagine how that goes. I think I triggered her one time when I was in the car with her and we was talking about feminism or something like that. No. That ain't what we was talking about. I brought up rape or something like that when we was in the car, and she completely just blacked out on me when we was in the car. She went from being like the Care Bear to straight up blocking out on me because I had a different opinion or whatever. And but for the most part, when I'm around Shanny's a mark for horror movies. We're both into the classic movies. I think for the most part, she's nice. She's extremely sharing. Shanny will share the things that she has. She's quick to do that, actually. Anyway, that's what it's like to hang out with her. Hanging out with Rev. And I did have a bit of a culture shock when I first met him. Rev is down to earth. He's got some interesting political opinions and some but when he's happy, he's like he reminds me of the kids. Very, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I have to tell him to stop sometimes because it makes me very uncomfortable, but you know what I mean. When he's happy, he's quick to show he loves. When he's annoyed, what you see on YouTube is pretty consistent with who he is. But most of the time when he's annoyed, it's because of a quirky statement, or if he snaps easy when he's annoyed. He snaps very easy when he's annoyed. Psychologically speaking, I don't think his mind and his body are not together yet with coping with everything that's happened with him. And that's all. This is my personal opinions, by the way. He might disagree, so I have opinions about his work ethic and all that other stuff and whatnot, but I'll save that for another day. But for the most part, I do enjoy when I go over there and I visit and I spend some time with them. Sometimes I go over there and I help them with the bare essentials. Sometimes I go over there and I'll just be blunt. I take all of them, the kids, Shanny and Rev, and I spoil them to death. My sister, for example, was very angry at them for the things that they said when the whole first house situation happened. My sister has forgiven them and given them money on multiple occasions. Christians, we don't harbor this stuff forever. At some point, I'm gonna be like, Miss Parker, let's just kiss and make up. At some point, I'm gonna go to that little annoying little gremlin known as BGTV. I'm like, let's just make up, man. What's going on, dog? You got a life yet, man? Let's get that. And at some point, you're gonna see me make up with the tatted Sith Lord himself. At some point, you're gonna see me make up with everybody. Because I don't harbor this stuff forever. I believe in letting go. The only reason you guys are getting kicked out of here, whoever these people are, because I never gave the link out there for you guys to come in here. That's how I know you're atheists. You can come in here whatever name you want. I never put the link out there. And only atheists are that disrespectful. Theists don't do stuff like that. The Hebrew Israelites, as racist as they are, they've never done that before. And either has the Christian community, Muslims, or anybody who practices a religion. It's the non-religious people who don't have respect for society that do it. Just keeping it real, guys. Oh, man. No, card number is 8, because this is not about you. This is about Shanny and Rev. Okay. When I put your name in the title, then it will matter. But this ain't about you, sir. This is about Shanny for Christ, the most popular female YouTuber in this community. Granted, Burnt Toast gets almost 1,000 live viewers. She is nowhere near as popular as Shanny for Christ. Shanny for Christ made Burnt Toast. Burnt Toast did not make Shanny for Christ. Let's just get that straight. BGTV. Some of you know about him. You want to know something funny? I believe BGTV. I think I heard BGTV. I heard Miss Parker and several other people in here say things like, nobody knows who you are, G-Man. You're just a joke and all this other stuff and whatnot. But still, to this very day, when I bring up these people's name, people are like, who are these people? Nobody knows who these people are. Bring my name up. G-Man. Is he still breathing? I can't stand him. When we going to his funeral? How did Hebrew Israelite do that? Hebrew Israelite, her name is Sister E. She went over there and she was like, G-Man, you're low hanging fruit. Nobody knows who you are. I said, okay, fine. I went to the camps and I said, Sister E said, and they went, who's Sister E? Oh, okay. It's just hilarious. I don't listen to none of that stuff. Nope, Shanny for Christ. Listen to me. Shanny, I'm speaking directly for her. She thanks you for all of the wonderful popularity. Because when you guys are dead and gone, the internet will still remember her, and the internet won't have a clue who you people are. You guys made her so popular that she probably going to get a TV contract one day. That's how popular she is. Like even the TV stations know who she is. I highly doubt anybody knows who you people are. As a matter of fact, I would dare say that Shanny's more popular than Onision. Shanny's more popular than Jacqueline Lynn. Shanny has accomplished something that none of you will ever accomplish. She is the most popular female in this community. And if you guys keep up the good work, Rev will be so popular, he might get a TV deal. Who knows? Because nobody would know who these people were if it wasn't for you guys. And I love it when you guys come after me now, because somebody showed me the data of what I can be offered if you knuckleheads keep coming after me. Go. Anyway, go, you people are going to be what you people are. Whatever. Shanny for Christ is the most popular female YouTuber in this community. She's way past me. I'm nobody. She's like, Shanny can get on here, and if they made her channel flag proof, we all know she would have 1 million subscribers by now. But you guys are so jealous of her. You guys are so jealous of Shanny that you guys can't even tolerate her being on YouTube. That's what it is. It is what it is. I don't agree with everything that Shanny says, but she's certainly more popular than me. I ain't nobody compared to her. She's way more popular than me. Way more popular than me. And the funny thing is, you guys talk about me, and I don't even got 300 subscribers. I mean, how many subs I got on this channel? I have y'all sitting here trolling a guy who only has 291 subs. Man, I wish this was my first day on YouTube. This would be great. 291 subscribers, and half of YouTube don't like me. 291 subscribers, and half of YouTube don't like me. Thank you guys. I really appreciate all of your hard work. Because back in the day, I had to give like $100 to the Drunken Peasants. I had to give like well, not the Drunken Peasants. I offered TJ at least $300 to advertise a couple of times. He did it for free. I paid Brett a couple of bucks. I paid some other people a couple of bucks. But now I got all the free advertising on God's green earth. And rebuke and reprove, if you need some free advertising, get involved with this stuff, man. These people will blow you up on YouTube like crazy. Because they have no sense of understanding of the environment that they're in. They have no understanding on that whatsoever. None. What you atheists need to do is go bow down to your queen, your goblin queen, Shanny for Christ. That's what I need to do. Every last one of you need to bow down to your goblin queen, because she's kicking y'all behinds. She's not even on YouTube doing anything. She's playing Stardew. She's the most popular YouTuber because she's playing Stardew. Because she's playing Animal Crossing. I'm gonna buy that game, and I got a PS4 right there. Actually, it don't work, but when I get me a functioning PS4, I'm gonna get me Stardew Valley. I'm probably gonna become Superman just by playing Stardew Valley. Animal Crossing. Everybody gonna be angry because she's playing Animal Crossing. The Amazing Atheist. Well, no. I'll first put this comment here so that you guys can see this here. She's popular for not taking baths, not taking care of her kids, being 700 pounds, and having starving kids in her house. Number one, she's not 700 pounds. Number two, there are no starving kids there. Number three, she does take baths. She smells better than you. Last but not least, the Amazing Atheist is popular for sticking a banana up his butt. The Amazing Atheist, the most popular atheist on YouTube next to Joe Rogan, is popular because he covered his body with mud and he had a brick in his hand going, brick! And he stuck a banana up his butt. He also used the N-word on multiple occasions, and you guys applauded him. You didn't go after him. Don't try to be revisionist on here like we don't know how you guys got popular on here. I can go through each and every last one of your little so-called popular guys on here and tell you how they got to where they are. Cut it out. It doesn't matter how popular, why she's popular. She's more popular than Miss Parker, that's for sure. If somebody was going to offer somebody, the most hated person on YouTube, a TV deal, I think Shanny gets it before Miss Parker, because nobody knows who she is, but everybody knows who Shanny is. I can bring Miss Parker in here right now, and my live viewers would stink. I can call Shanny up right now, and I'll have 300 live viewers. I already know what the deal is. That's proof I don't care about views. I can bring Kent Hovind on this channel over and over and over again. I can bring Shanny on here. Rev can be on here. I don't care about this view stuff. I like how you guys act like I care about this stuff, and I don't. I got all the free advertising a man could ever want. All I gotta do is get involved in y'all nonsense, but I choose not to. Because you know why? G-Man doesn't make, YouTube makes a lot of money. I don't make a dime. I don't make a dime. And I have these advertisers contacting me in private, asking me, do I want to advertise their products for them? I said, not right now. I don't. Nope. I don't want to make a dime. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to take a poll on my main channel and figure out if I should stop taking cash apps. I actually want nothing to do with money in social media. This is blood money. What you guys doing on the internet is blood money. I don't want nothing to do with this. And I want to be able to sit in y'all face and accuse you guys of destroying people's lives for money while I accept nothing. Like, it's going to be a whole other ball game on here, buddy. Plus, I didn't know all of the legal problems that you can get into when you accept donations on the internet. See, I didn't know a lot of this stuff. I had somebody sit me down and explain to me, look, if you're going to accept donations, there's some things you need to know. When you guys started doing what you was doing and you started making money, you people put yourselves out there. I didn't. I'm paying attention to a lot more stuff than y'all think I am. Y'all some dumb YouTubers. That's all I got to say. Y'all some dumb YouTubers. And all of you are depending on the fact that people can't afford lawyers. If that's all you're depending on, I feel sorry for you guys. Because you're going to know how Rev felt. You're going to know how he felt soon. Real soon. I answered the questions. You're not asking me anything about Shanny and Rev now. Now you're asking me questions about myself. When you got questions about Shanny and Rev, I'll answer them. But you guys are just asking me questions about myself. You want to be the accuser. Isn't that the other name? The other name. It's one of his names. It's not the other name. It's one of his names. It is also a description of Satan too. One of his characteristics. You guys want to see something cool? I got something for Rev. I want to show you guys. I bought him something. I think it'll put a big smile. That guy's gonna be crying when I come over there. I got a little surprise for him. Matter of fact, it ain't none of y'all business. I'm not gonna show y'all, but he's gonna cry when he sees that guy. The last thing he's gonna be thinking about is YouTube when I go over there later. It's gonna be the last thing he's gonna be thinking about. Well, that's partially true. You don't know the whole story. I do. Dodge your question like a pro. What's Carnivorous 8? Let me see something here. How you doing, Carnivorous 8? Did you stick to one woman yet, or are you still dating those 5 women? Because you have a problem with commitment. I'm just curious, dude. Did you get your own woman, or are you still sleeping with another guy's wife? It's out of curiosity. And by the way, that's you putting that information on YouTube, not me. Anyway, let's see what Carnivorous 8's got here. Let me see. Never even talked to them. I asked. All right. Somebody left me something here in the private chat. Tell Rev Shanny is awesome. Tell Rev Shanny is awesome. Tell Rev Shanny is awesome. Okay, Shanny, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but there's multiple comments here saying to tell Rev that Shanny is awesome. Okay, cool. All right, I did that. Hope that helps. All right, guys. I won't be doing another stream like this for a while, but the BGTV saga will continue next week, probably on Thursday. We will. Well, I don't want to say I'm going to be psychologically analyzing him because I'm not a doctor and I can't really analyze this man's psyche. But what I can do is we're going to get down to the bottom of why he lies so much on his YouTube channel and why he is incapable of telling the truth and why he's a beta male. We'll be doing that a little bit more, a little bit next week. And again, they have this big surprise for me where they're going to talk about me again. Perhaps they'll have another fake cop come on YouTube, pretend they met me, pretend they saw me, talk about how I work in a pizzeria again. Who knows? We'll see what they do. Who knows? And maybe I'll actually care. I don't work in a pizzeria, although I kind of wish I did. I wouldn't mind some anchovies right about now. Some buffalo pizza right now. Nah, it's too late. Takes so long to digest. Yeah, I'm serious. He's a beta. Listen to me. That guy ain't no real man. Let me tell you something. If BGTV was a real man, BGTV wouldn't need permission to upload his own content. Like I'm gonna show you proof that this dude has to get permission before he can go live. Like I'm gonna have some fun with BGTV. I'm gonna show you that this guy has to get proof. I'm sorry, not proof. He has to get permission to talk about Shanny or anybody else on this YouTube channel. That's pathetic. I ain't asking nobody permission to talk about somebody. Get the heck out of here. Anyway, guys, you guys have a good night. And like I said, next time I see you guys on this channel, it'll be on Thursday for another version of the saga. The saga continues. The saga begins with the destruction of BGTV. Of course, we're not going to go to the level of Miss Parker, but I'm actually thinking about a diss track for BGTV because we know he can't rap. So I'm thinking about a diss track for him. That's too much time, and I don't think he's worth it. So anyway, guys, you guys have a good night. You guys take care. And remember, get your facts straight before you guys make these crazy claims about people and you never even met them before. Because if you ever meet me and get on YouTube and start doing what these knuckleheads are doing on here, you're going to get your butt owned. Like I'm just telling you. It's sad. Some of you actually still think I'm 5'3". See you guys later.